Get prepared because it is coming. I have a variety of updates for you in this video, including what is going on around the country, an announcement out of the president, and an update on that new stimulus package we just heard about a couple days ago. Let's get right into it. But if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as this information is changing very rapidly right now. I'm watching everything very closely. I'm bringing you all the latest updates hot off the wire in these short videos a few times each and every day so that you can get the latest details as they are being released. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any updates going forward during this very busy time. Thank you so much. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so let me quickly give you an update on that trucker convoy that is likely going to be starting right here in the United States. So a few days ago, I was out with an update on this convoy that is likely going to be starting here relatively soon, but now we do have some more information on this. So it looks like this convoy is going to be starting and originating in 3 different locations around the country. Number 1, Fresno, California. Number 2, Cleveland, Ohio, and Columbus, Ohio. Now, they're going to be converging and making their way across the country over to Washington, D.C., and the plan is to arrive on March 6th or anywhere thereabouts. So that is the plan as of right now. So of course, this is going to be starting in conjunction with arriving on that specific date. I anticipate making their way across the country from Fresno is probably going to take a few days. Honestly, I have no clue how long that's going to take, but based on it's literally across the entire country, I'm guessing it's probably going to be a few days of driving, right? So anyway, this is likely going to be starting here sometime before the end of the month. I did not see a specific start date, but again, it's all going to be based on how long it's going to take to make their way from these locations. So that is the plan as of right now. It looks like it's going to be about 1,000 trucks, but again, that could be more, it could be less. This is just the information that we have as of now. As I do get more details, of course, I will continue to keep you posted. Now, one more thing I want to throw out there. Again, I'm not taking sides on this. I'm not for or against the whole movement. I'm just simply telling you the information that I'm finding out there. And that is, some of the reports are coming out right now saying that if this trucker convoy does actually start, we may actually see a little bit more of supply chain issues, simply because if 1,000 trucks are taken out of the line right now, there's already a massive shortage of truckers right now, these are the people that bring all of the products, the food, all of the items that we need on our store shelves. So these people are very important, making sure that our stores are stocked up with the limited amount of items that we already have out there. So some of the reports are saying if this starts, just be aware that we may see even less products on our store shelves. So anyway, just want to throw that out there. Again, I never take sides here in my videos. I'm simply telling you the information that I'm finding here. So with that being said, let's jump into a new report that I just found for you. And again, this is going to translate perfectly into an announcement out of the president, and then maybe we'll throw out a couple question marks as to what is actually going on out there. All right, so this new report is actually showing credit card debt across consumers right here in the United States as of the 4th quarter of 2021. So October, November, and December are the 3 months that make up the 4th quarter of 2021. Now again, I know that this information is a little bit delayed, but it takes them a little bit of time to gather this information, compile everything, and kind of put all the statistics together, but this is the new information that we have. So as of the 4th quarter of 2021, consumers, as in us, we, the American people, according to these reports, or this one report anyway, it shows that we have collectively across the entire country $856 billion of credit card debt as of the end of 2021. So almost $1 trillion of credit card debt. That's massive. Seriously, that is a lot of money right there. However, in just the 4th quarter alone, we the consumer collectively across everybody, we added an additional $52 billion of credit card debt just in the 4th quarter of 2021. Now, this is the highest increase of credit card debt in one quarter since they started tracking this 22 years ago. So the highest amount that we've added to our credit cards in one single quarter ever since they started recording this information. Very interesting. What does this tell us about the consumer right now? It tells us a couple things. First off, it tells us, number one, we're starting to put a lot more balances, or we're starting to put a lot more charges and expenses on our credit cards, probably because, just like we've seen in other reports, we don't have the money. So what's happening? We're starting to float it on our credit cards. And number two, it's showing that we're spending more money due to all of this inflation. We're paying more higher prices. Therefore, we need to take those balances and float them on, yes, once again, our credit card. So very interesting that during a time when we are seeing practically historic inflation right now, at the same time, we're seeing credit card debt also rack up into historic numbers. I don't know. Does anybody see a correlation like I do? Yeah, I don't think it takes a brain surgeon to figure this out, right? I'm certainly not a brain surgeon, and I think we can all see the correlation behind all of this. Higher prices, higher inflation, and record credit card debt. Does anybody see a red flag here? Yeah, I certainly do. But anyway, kind of interesting. Just want to throw it out there. I always find these reports to be very, very interesting as I find them, and I always like to share them with you as well so that we can keep a pulse on what is actually going on around the country. Also, the president was out, and he is going to be extending the national emergency beyond the March 1st deadline. So a couple years ago, the national emergency was put into place, and this unlocks billions and billions of dollars for the federal government to use. Well, it was going to be expiring as of March 1st. However, the president came out, and he extended it. Now, I looked around. I did not see an extension date, as in when is this going to actually expire now? I was looking around. I did not see an expiration date, but it looks like he did extend it out beyond the March 1st deadline of when it was going to previously expire. So again, I can look around on that a little bit more, but when I was looking there, I did not see a date as to how long this is going to be extended out, but either way, kind of interesting. Now here's the question marks that I kind of wanted to throw out there again. So here we are. The president is recognizing that we're still in a national emergency because of the whole COVID situation, which, by the way, we haven't talked about COVID in quite a while now, but what's interesting is the whole Omicron variant. Remember how that surged in the last part of December 2021 and the early, maybe the first half or so of the first half of January 2022. And all of a sudden we haven't heard a whole lot about it. But here's the interesting part. Now we have this new variant. It's called Deltacron. Basically, it's a variant between the Delta variant and Omicron. And apparently this one is making its way now. So according to the preliminary information and what I'm finding out there with all these reports, they're basically saying, look out, this is not over. It's actually far from over. This whole COVID situation is probably likely coming back for another wave, and we're probably going through another one here relatively soon. So again, I don't want to instill fear in anybody, but simply I want to let you know, because really the whole COVID situation has kind of almost disappeared here over the last, 2, 3, 4 weeks or so. It's really gone away. I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot about it at all when I do my research. It was almost like I almost forgot about it. And it's like, wait, I'm pretty sure COVID's still around, right? Yeah. Well, according to some new information that I've just been finding here over the last about 12 hours or so, just yesterday evening and into today, I'm starting to find some things that are coming up saying, look out, a new variant is on the rise here, and we're likely going to see another massive wave. So again, as we do get more information, I'll keep you posted on that. But here's the question marks I wanted to throw out there. The president recognizes there's a national emergency. Why isn't something being done about this, right? I'm not saying the whole COVID situation. Again, that's all up in the air. Apparently, they've got some handle on it. But my point is, if we're under a national emergency, why is there not more being done for the American people? I don't know. It just seems really, really weird to me that we have all these people coming out saying, national emergency, all this stuff going on, health emergency, all this stuff, and yet the American people are not being looked out for in some degree. I don't know. Just seems really weird to me. Like there's this great divide between what is being said and what is actually being done. Again, just my observation. I could be totally wrong. I'm just some random dude. But again, I'm just saying, based on what I'm finding, it just seems really, really weird to me. Like on one hand, we're being told one thing, we got this great emergency going on, and then on the other hand, we've got nothing going on for the American people that are struggling so much. I don't know. Just seems really weird to me. All right, anyway, let's quickly talk about the latest updates on this new stimulus package that we just heard about a couple days ago. Well, actually, let's be real. We actually heard about this the first time about 5 weeks ago, maybe like the second week or so of January is when we originally heard this, and then nothing about it came out for about 5 weeks, up until about 2 or 3 days ago. is when we got the latest details on it once again. So there was about a 5-week period where we heard almost nothing about it. However, this is the $30 billion COVID relief bill that the president was going to be asking Congress for. I just found some more information on this. Here's what's happening. Now that the administration is finally going to be coming out asking Congress for this, a lot of the lawmakers are coming out saying, no, I don't really think this is going to happen. So the administration is asking for $30 billion, and lawmakers are saying, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, but we're not jumping onto this thing. So a lot of people are kind of wondering, where is this money going to come from? So basically what the administration is doing is they're going to ask Congress for $30 billion of new money. And Congress is saying, we already have $30 billion sitting here. Why are we going to approve $30 billion of new money to be spent here? We've already got the money sitting here. Let's just reallocate some of this money. So that's the whole great question here between lawmakers is, first off, are they going to approve it? And number two, where's the money going to come from? Because they've already got it approved. So some people are saying, yes, let's approve new money. And other people are saying, no, the money's already been approved. Let's just reallocate some of the money that's already sitting here and hasn't been sent out yet. So we'll see how this whole thing shakes out. But anyway, these are the latest updates that I have for you in regards to the new stimulus package, the announcements out of the president, and a few weird things going on around the country, like the credit card debt that's out there right now, and what's going on with the trucker convoy. So again, as I do get more details on any of these updates, I will continue to keep you updated. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you're staying warm. It looks like there was that kind of ferocious storm that was going to be making its way across the country here. It looked like there was about 130 million Americans in the path of that thing with rain, storms, snow, tornadoes, all kinds of weird stuff. So I don't know. A lot of weird stuff going on out there. Please stay safe. I'm here for you in any way that I can be. Enjoy your day. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Please leave your comments and questions down below. I do read as many of those as I possibly can each and every day. Of course, I don't have the time to respond to each and every one of them because literally I get thousands of comments every day, about 5,000 comments each day, but I do my best to read as many as I possibly can. So again, thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Remember, I'm on your team. I'm right here by your side in any way that I can be. So enjoy your day, subscribe down below, share the video, and go back and check out any of the other 2,200 or thereabout videos here on the channel, and I'll catch you again later in the next update. Thanks again.